Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. Thanks for joining us here on Northern Life. Rocking our way through the past week and now this week, and it just is a whirlwind of crazy stuff always on the Christmas and New Year's week here, Ryan.
There's always so much to do, and then I feel like the adrenaline leaves after you got the presents for everybody you needed, you made it to where you need to go. Now it's like, what do I do now? Now I make New Year's Eve plans.
Exactly, yeah. And it's like it goes by fast, but at the same time, it's like dragging on for some weird reason. It's just a weird time of the year. Great time of the year.
Yeah.
I love this time of the year.
It was a great time. You got to spend Christmas up at Two Harbors.
Yes,
How was that?
the classic, the trifecta of the McCullough family. We went to church and played music, went to the Lanning Bar and played music, and then we went to Quick Trip afterwards. And it was one of the best years ever, of course. It was so much fun. And then this past weekend, we got to celebrate my dad's birthday on Sunday. Nice big old cherry cake there from Johnson's
Happy birthday
Bakery.
to your dad.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
huge happy birthday, my dad. That was super, super fun. And we're going to try to go out ice fishing, but it was just kind of a lazy weekend. We just hung out, which is fantastic. And we're going to try to go out next week, and we'll see what happens.
Oh, cool.
But what about you?
That'll be fun. Yeah, I got to go down to my family's house and then Mary's family's place. And Mary's, she's got two nieces and a nephew, and so they'll be my future nieces and nephew. And so getting to watch them, get excited for Christmas morning when Santa had presents under the tree, that was really sweet to see.
That's the best part of Christmas is the kids opening the presents and getting all excited because it was so much fun as a kid on Christmas,
Yeah, they got some ice skates from Santa this year, so we went out ice skating, and I tried to teach one of them how to ice skate, and I got a skate to the foot. So.
Oh, jeez. Is your foot okay?
I said, yeah, it's okay.
Okay,
I'm going to stand to your side and guide you.
Smart. Yeah. That's smart. You'd be a good teacher, I would think.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Did it work out?
I don't know how to skate, so I did my best as to teach someone else how to skate, what it takes. Yeah, and we hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and holiday week last week. We actually have a photo from Mary in Cloquet, not my fiance, but one of our viewers. She said they had Christmas Eve fun with their 92-year-old grandma, who we've actually had on the show before. I believe it's Margie. Mary, correct me if I'm wrong, but rocking the Grinch outfits there for Christmas Eve.
And the little Grinch that the one grandkid, I believe, is holding right to our left there. So that is a fantastic outfit, and what a sweet lady. Yeah, that's super cool.
Very sweet. We also had Marilyn in Little Fork, Minnesota, send us a card saying what a fun, loving, energetic show you have. So big thanks to Marilyn. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to you. And then we also had Patricia in Kettle River alongside Ed, who says we are seniors who love life but prefer to stay computer-free. However, local television, part of our life, Northern Life, one of our favorites. So
that's sweet.
Thanks for sending those cards in. It's been fun seeing cards from viewers.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that takes a lot of effort. Even though I mean, it used to be the old way of how things were, but that takes some effort right there. So we thank you so much. We appreciate you watching.
Yeah, paying the postage too.
Right.
Definitely appreciate it. Well, I got to tell you, Hunter, Mary and I actually decided to go to Grand Rapids, Minnesota the other day on Saturday, just for a little day trip. We were trying to pick a city we wanted to visit, and I got to tell you, Grand Rapids has it going on.
It really
There's
does.
a lot of stuff going on in Grand Rapids. One of our favorite parts was we were looking around town at their antique stores and thrift stores too. So they had Hilltop Antiques here. I think Brenda was the one working there. Also, just seeing some old Judy Garland memorabilia too was pretty awesome. That photo in the back there on that last picture, it was from a newspaper, I believe, saying Judy Garland returning home after her fame in Hollywood, and it was like 1930s.
Oh my gosh!
That was very cool. So
did you go in the actual house, the Judy Garland
house? I
did
not, but I have as a kid before, and so we drove right by it. But I got to tell you, Grand Rapids, it got a lot of stores, got a lot of awesome things. I believe, I was in Dunkin' Donuts. I think it's David and Dunkin' Donuts. Apologies if I got that wrong.
Okay.
But, met some viewers. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. I've always said that Grand Rapids is kind of almost like a mini Duluth. Like it has everything that you need out there. It's kind of far away from all of us, but it's got everything you need in Grand Rapids.
Population of 11,000, which I did not know.
Wow, that's kind of a lot of people.
Yeah, so shout out to Grand Rapids. It was awesome being there. And when it comes to winter driving, I feel like a lot of us have very similar thoughts and experiences when we're on the road, especially when there's bad weather. So listen to this one from a man driving through Marquette, Michigan.
I mean, road's up here somewhere. I'm just gonna kind of winging it. There it is.
So as a late Sunday night, it sounds like Marquette, Michigan actually saw 11.5 inches of snow, which broke its previous daily snowfall record of 8.5 inches.
That is ridiculous. And we've all been there, I think, driving through that just blizzard-like conditions. So dangerous, my gosh. I was in college one time and we drove down to La Crosse. And it was blizzard-like conditions. I've never been down there before. And then on the way back, I'm driving and I realized there's the Minnesota River right next to the road, like for the whole way. And I'm like, if I knew that was right there, I probably wouldn't shouldn't have tried this because I should have ended up in the river, honestly.
I mean, heavy rainfall at night too. Sometimes we had that
Yes.
live show in Grand Marais, earlier this year, and man, there was some heavy rainfall after the fact. Driving in that at night, you might as well just pull over.
It's horrible. You
Yeah.
can't see the lines. It's like, where am I on the road? That's
tough.
exactly it. According to new research here, Americans will forget what day it is nearly 5 times between Christmas and New Year's. Results from Talker Research showed the average person regularly struggles to track time in the last week of December. 4 in 10 of those polled estimated they question what day it is on 6 or more occasions. So why is it so hard to track what day it is? Likely because many routines are dropped in favor of more leisurely activities. Do you find this true, Ryan?
I find that true too. Even like putting this show together, I got to remember what day is it.
Yes.
Especially being a kid when you have those long breaks, or even college students out there have the month-long break. You go, okay, well, is it the Saturday or Sunday, or it's one of the weekdays?
It doesn't help also when Christmas is on like a Wednesday or Thursday
Oh.
or something like that. It's
Yeah.
like, just throws off the whole routine. Then we came back to work on Friday, and then we had the weekend, me and you. It's
Yeah.
like, what day is it? Honestly, it's the hardest thing on the planet.
So hopefully get a fresh start in the new year.
There we
Yeah,
go.
That's what we're hoping for.
Yeah.
And before the new year, folks in Times Square have a chance to say goodbye to any bad memories from 2025. New Yorkers and visitors there bidding one final goodbye to an unpleasant, frustrating, and forgettable memories they have from the year at their 19th annual Good Riddance Day. So participants wrote their bad news on pieces of paper, they ripped it up, and they threw it into a trash can there in Times Square. That event giving folks a chance to wipe the slate clean ahead of 2026.
Can you think of any memories that were bad enough for you to do that, Ryan?
I don't know. I feel like I was sick a lot this year. Just like, not big things, but a little cold. How about you?
Yeah, I think about the same. I'm pretty lucky. I don't think there's anything
Yeah.
I'd want to rip up
Yeah,
or anything.
we'll let you know at home.
Yeah.
Let us know too.
Yeah.
Well, coming up, the best blindfolds in our opinion from the past year. We'll see you in a bit.
The Blindfold on Northern Life is brought to you by Black Bear Casino Resort.
Welcome back, folks. This is kind of fun. Hard to talk sometimes, Ryan. It's the week
all,
of the new
folks.
year. That's all. Beep, 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 beep. That's all, folks. Got Porky Pig over here. We're remembering all of the fun we've had on Northern Life in the past year. That includes.
It's been fun.
It has been. It really has been. Many of the blindfold experiences from across the Northland. So let's first talk about our time at the Pequon Inn, taking a snowmobile ride on their sleds.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I mean, I had a great time. I don't know about you.
Yeah, it was the best thing ever. It was just an absolute blast because I don't really ever get to go out and snowmobile that often, and it was an absolute treat to be able to get out there.
That was my very first time snowmobiling.
Oh,
And of
was it
course,
really?
I had the luxury of being on those wonderful, I think they were Polaris, like brand new sleds at the Pequon Inn. So if you need an experience this winter, be sure to go visit them up there at the Pequon.
I think that we need to maybe reach out and do it again this year, Ryan, with a little more snow on the ground. What do you say, huh?
That's true. We didn't have a whole lot of snow last time, so
Yeah.
a little more would be a blast. So
Definitely.
big thanks to them for having us. And with Valentine's Day almost here, can't believe that. Hunter, you remember when you took me to the Boat Club restaurant at Fitkers here in Duluth, where we learned some fine dining etiquette? We had a good time.
We had an absolute blast, like a little date that we were on.
Yeah.
It was a ton of fun, and I forget her name, but she did a wonderful job of explaining just exactly what we were doing wrong. And there was a lot that we were doing wrong
Yeah.
initially. I learned a lot, especially what was the one thing that we learned the most of?
Oh, I think
was it the spoon?
it was the spoon soup thing. So if you have like a heavier, creamier soup, you can brush the back of the spoon on the bowl
Yes.
as you're taking it away.
Yes, that was very, very
That way you don't
helpful.
spill.
Yeah, oh, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, absolute genius. So huge thank you to her. Julie, maybe? Maybe Samantha?
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. And the Boat Club, of course, too. We love you guys so much. Winter is off to a strong start here. And over at Spirit Mountain, it was a lot of fun watching Ryan here learn how to downhill ski. If I remember right, you didn't fall too much. Did you
I fell
fall
a
at
couple
all?
times. I didn't tear anything in my knee. I think that was the main goal. But I did find the video here of me falling.
Yep.
I think it was a couple of weeks later, if not a month or so later, I actually went to Spirit Mountain again with Mary, and I almost gave up halfway down the big hill. I told her, I said I couldn't get my boot back in my ski for the life of me, and so I told her, like, I'm done. Just like, I'm gonna walk down. I'm done. And then we went down to the what do you call it, the bar down there.
Yeah, the chalet.
And she's like, here, have this. It was one singular drink, and then I
Yep.
got to the top of the hill, and I was like, wow, I'm really good at skiing.
Feeling really good all of a sudden.
So-
Did you go the rest of the day and ski down
Yeah, like
multiple?
2 more times down the big hill, and then I went back to
Okay.
the bunny hill here to do a little more practicing before
Sure.
I really hurt myself.
It can be addictive, and you don't even really have to be that good to
No.
all of a sudden get really involved in
Yeah.
skiing. So I hope you keep doing it because it's a blast.
And the snowmobiling thing too. Being on that snowmobile experience wants me to spend $10,000 just to get a snowmobile.
Yeah, right.
I don't even have a place to put it.
Honestly, hey, you can keep it at my house, and then I'll drive it anytime I want. Right?
Hunter, why is it broken?
Right. It never works, Hunter.
Well, it has been cold lately. One of the coldest days we did a shoot, I think, in our Northern Life history.
Yes.
It was over at Endurance Kennels, getting to take a sled dog ride. And I remember how cold my hands were. But one of the most amazing experiences I think I've ever had on the job is Shania in the front there too. Just being able to be pulled by such ambitious, fun-loving dogs like that.
They were the sweetest things on the planet. Yeah, it's not enough to be outside when it's cold. Now we're going 30 miles per hour with the wind in our face,
Yeah.
and it was super, super
I think
cold.
the camera may have shut down at one point too.
Yes,
Yeah.
it did. It
Yeah.
did. That was a really, really cool experience, though. Absolutely beautiful. We've had a number of blindfolds where we've had to get dirty or messy, and one of the best ones from the past year was down in Renshaw. Milking cows with the Lavu family here, Ryan. That was quite the trip there that we took.
Man, I think it's one of those things too. You just know what's going to happen as soon as you walk in, and obviously open my eyes, and all of a sudden there's just the sight of cows, forever and ever, and it was a joy, and especially seeing like the technology nowadays of how they milk cows.
Yeah.
A lot easier than having to go and do it by hand.
I think the smell was one of the first things
Yeah.
that was like,
Wow.
oh, that is
Yeah.
very strong.
So-
Having that fresh glass of milk, though, right
I've never
from-
had raw milk before.
Me
and that
neither.
it was fantastic.
It was
so,
amazing.
yeah.
I've also never seen a cow urinate before. And if you've never seen a cow urinate, that's something that everyone should see once.
Less amazing.
It
Less amazing. But big thanks to the Laveau family for having us. I think we've also been very sporty in the year 2025.
Oh, yeah.
I think we've done a lot of sports, plenty of hockey, we did soccer, and a whole lot of football across the bridge. We've actually had so many wonderful times getting to hit the gridiron with Superior's football team. Multiple occasions. Hunter and I were running routes with them at one point, and we also have this wonderful look back at Briggs and you kicking some field goals to the uprights.
Yeah, we quickly figured out that it is a lot harder. I knew it was going to be hard, but it was way harder than we thought it was going to be. And me and Briggs were just trying our best. I eventually got one. I think
Okay.
Briggs got close. And I kudos to anybody that kicks field goals. I'm always like, Blair Walsh? How can you miss a 57-yard field goal?
I'm 10 yards away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now I understand.
Yeah, but you don't make millions.
No,
Yeah.
unfortunately not. But maybe someday I will as a kicker. We'll see.
Someday.
I've enjoyed a lot of time on the water this year, but we've also enjoyed boat life all around on the actual road. Remember the time that we hopped on the pontoon truck here in Canal Park thanks to the Olsons? That was a lot of
Yeah,
fun, parading
man.
around.
Yeah, that was a really fun time. I think I immediately drove by a police officer, and I was just making sure. I was like, they told me that this is, street legal, so I'll take their word for it. But yeah, we run into a lot of awesome people too, like a couple dancers, people waving. So that was a really fun day.
It was instantly you're making 1 billion friends in the city of Duluth if you're driving on
Yeah.
a absolute huge pontoon. It was very, very cool.
And of course, quickly before we head to break, got to remember the odd shrine.
Oh,
being a
my
clown.
gosh.
That was probably the wildest moment I've ever taken off the blindfold here on the show, and just said, what am I getting into?
Brian feeling like his real self right there.
It was a good time. Well, thanks to all those people for making it happen. We'll see you in a little bit.
Welcome back, folks. It's been fun remembering our 2025 blindfolds, and it's amazing to look back at everything that's happened in this
Yeah.
past year. It's been pretty crazy, actually, when you look at it. That includes the time we held a retirement party for our former photographer and editor, Keith, back when we had cake and fun at the Choo Choo in Superior. That was an absolute blast. I miss Keith. We haven't heard from Keith in a long time.
I hope you're doing well, Keith. Keith's an awesome coworker, awesome person, and
Yeah.
I think setting up that day was also so fun because we had to tell the Choo Choo, like, hey, we're gonna hold a party if that's cool with you. They're like, yeah, of course. And then we had to get every single person on that shoot. I think we told Keith we were gonna be playing darts at the Choo Choo.
Yep.
And then he's like, we need 8 photographers to play darts.
It was pretty suspicious right off the bat.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. But yeah, and then he schooled us in pool, if I
Yeah,
remember right. All of a
man.
sudden he's a pool shark with
Yeah,
us.
him and Briggs just
Yeah, they
had
teamed
had
up.
a day. Yeah.
We miss making fun of how old he was.
I'm sure he misses making fun of us too.
bet he does.
It went both ways.
Yes, it was awesome. We love you, Keith.
In other news, it is getting colder outside, and if it's dangerous outside for us humans, that means it's also dangerous outside for your little pets.
That's true. And Michael George is going to show us how to keep our dogs and cats safe and warm this winter.
Mo Hussein just started fostering 8-year-old Princess, and he noticed right away that because she's a short-haired breed, she was more sensitive to the cold.
You can tell when Princess is cold. Yeah. So you start seeing signs if you're looking. They might curl up a little tighter, or you'll see a little bit of shaking and shivering in the rear legs, things like that.
With temperatures dropping, it's a good reminder that just because our furry friends have fur, that doesn't mean they're safe in the cold.
Cold weather can be very dangerous for animals.
Julie Castle, CEO of Best Friends Animal Society, an animal welfare organization, says anytime it's below 20 degrees, cats and dogs are vulnerable to frostbite and even death.
If it's below 20 degrees, if you have little booties that you can put on your dog's feet, use those.
Animals' paws, ears, and noses are the most vulnerable to cold. You should limit walks outside to the bare minimum, and when you get back inside, check your pet's paws for salt used to melt the snow.
Snow melt can be poisonous to a lot of animals, and so make sure that you wipe their paws, wash their paws off after they get outside from a long walk.
And a warning, even if you're not a pet owner, in the winter, cats often seek out the warmth of a car engine.
So if you're going to get in your car and go somewhere, make sure that you tap on the hood. I even pop my hood just to make sure there are no animals underneath there.
Mo says Princess loves her outdoor time, but he always makes sure she's warm.
Dogs in particular are so stoic. They deal with so much pain without letting you know that anything's wrong, so it's really good to keep an eye on them.
A good reminder that a warm pet is a happy pet. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
I feel like we've had some cold days so far here in the Northland, so
Yeah.
hopefully you're taking good care of your pets out
The
there.
cat thing's very true. The
Yeah.
past 15 years we've been living with cats, and they'll crawl underneath the car or crawl in the engine. You got to be really careful. I bet it's frustrating as like a husky owner, because you have to let the dog out, and the dog does not want to come back
Right.
inside because the dog loves the cold. That's their environment. But I bet people are looking at you with your husky outside thinking
Yeah.
you're a bad dog owner.
Or even the gentleman who we went to Endurance Kennels and
Yes.
was saying, these dogs might be shaking, that they look like they're cold, but actually their fur is built for that weather.
That's wild.
Yeah.
We learned a lot that day.
We did.
That was
we did.
crazy.
And they're shaking with excitement, not due to cold.
Yep. Yeah. Get going there, dogs.
But-
Do your thing.
Meanwhile, the two of us, if we're outside again in that weather, we're not shaking from excitement.
Please let us inside.
Well, hey, coming up after the break, we're going to talk about something along the lines of the penny going away. We'll see you in a bit. Welcome back here on Northern Life. Before we go, we've told you about the demise of the penny,
Yeah.
and now paper checks could be next. The Federal Reserve saying it's exploring winding down check processing as usage keeps falling. A Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta study found only 7% of bills were paid by check in 2024, which is down from 19% just a few years earlier. And while checks are still used by some seniors and businesses, digital payments continue to take over.
Have you ever written a check, or when was the last time you wrote a check?
I've written a check many a time.
You have?
I used to have to write a check for rent.
Okay.
And actually, as we find vendors for our wedding, we have had to write a check now
Really?
for one of our vendors.
I
So,
write a couple checks a year probably,
Yeah?
and I've got these frog checks in a checkbook. I don't want to lose
with
those.
a G or with a D?
With a G.
Okay.
No, not fraud. No. They're good. The checks are good. They won't bounce. I promise.
Yeah.
Please take my word.
Yeah.
When we see you again here tomorrow, we're going to be celebrating New Year's Eve. I might be in jail. We'll see. We'll let you know what is going to be available to watch, of course, and events you can enjoy nearby tomorrow here on Northern Life. An exciting time around the news building here, Ryan.
Super exciting time. Also, I believe a new, I got to remember if it's Lifetime or A&E film that's now available for viewing. That
what
was,
is it?
I believe, filmed in the Northland. Well, we're going to have to stick around and join us
That's
tomorrow.
a tease
Yeah.
right there, ladies and gentlemen. We love you all so much.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.
Find some time to throw a line, or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.